Ikoyi local government has experienced some of the most life-changing renovations in the past year, thanks to Honorable Fuad Atanda Lawal, who emerged as the youngest elected chairman of Ikoyi LGA under the All Progressive Congress Party (APC) in 2017. Since his assumption of office, the executive chairman of Ikoyi LCDA has focused his efforts towards the sustainable development of the community across 5 major areas: education, healthcare, environment, empowerment, and infrastructural development. Fuad's vision aligns with the United Nations 2030 Sustainable Development Goals.
Ever since I assumed office on 25th of July 2017, it's been more of work and more work. My administration, we focused on 5 key areas. This is coming at a time where most people complain bitterly about they not seeing or not knowing the functions of the local government, but what we have come to do is to make them have confidence in the local government, have confidence in the APC, our party, to say that we can deliver at all levels, and that's what we've been doing.
Fuad and his dynamic team have dedicated the last 12 months of his administration to providing outstanding services to the people of Ikoyi Obalende. Residents, critics, and the media have applauded Fuad for his commitment, excellence, and dedication to the masses. Remarkable changes have occurred in less than a year in various key sectors, and as we celebrate his first year anniversary, let's look at some of his administration's projects. In the health sector, 4 out of 5 patients die from cancer in Nigeria, but research shows that early detection can cure cancer. As part of his commitment to providing good health to the people of Obalende, Honorable Fuad Atanda Lawal, in partnership with Mass Medical Mission, launched a health campaign to provide free cancer screening and awareness. This was done to increase early detection and cultivate a habit of regular screening. In partnership with Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria, he organized free eye tests and treatments to the residents.
In the health sector, to see how we can give back to our community, see how we can give back to people, see how we can, do medical checks. There was nothing like medical checks or anything, but now with what we've done, we've made it available to all of them.
In view of Honorable Fuad's commitment to improving the health and quality of life of Ikoyi Obalende residents, he built a new healthcare center in Dolphin Estates. The primary healthcare center would function on a 24-hour basis and will have a maternity ward for mothers to deliver their babies. In addition, he upgraded an existing primary healthcare in Ikoyi Obalende.
Our plan is to have about 5 primary health centers in each ward in Ikoyi Obalende LCDA. We've done 2, and we're going to do 3 more before the end of our 4 years. And that's what we want to see. We want people to be able to have access to most of these things. These things are there for people to have access to. But if we don't build these institutions, this infrastructure, nobody's going to have access to these things. So that's what we are doing as a council.
In the educational sector, with the understanding that knowledge is light and education is the best gift one can give to the next generation, Honorable Fuad is driven by this passion to see that the people enjoy quality education. The chairman renovated the Ireti Girls Primary School. The school had been abandoned for over 10 years, which forced parents to withdraw their wards from the institution. The renovation includes modern facilities like whiteboards for learning, proper toilets, boreholes, amongst others. He also provided free and latest edition books for the students and teachers.
All of that we've done in the school, and that is the same pattern that would replicate in all other schools in Ikoyi Obalende. Now, parents are calling me, Chairman, I want my son or I want my daughter to be in that school. These are the kind of things we want to see. Before now, people were withdrawing their kids from public schools. Number one, not even about the teachers or anything, but the facility on ground. With what we have done, we've been able to give the parents, confidence that the public schools are good. I went to a public school, I went to a public primary school, I went to a public secondary school. So no one can tell me that the public schools have always been good.
As part of his support to the underprivileged candidates in the community, he distributed free GCE forms to over 200 students. He provided 2,500 free back-to-school packs to primary school students. He also distributed free school uniforms to students of Obalende Primary School. In addition, his office partnered with the ICT company Softcom to provide free tabs to the most outstanding students in Ikoyi Obalende LGA.
One thing is clear, now that we have the opportunity to change something, we should do it well. After 4 years, I want people to be able to say, the government of Fuad Atanda Lawal did this. They put this here, they put this here, they put this here. That's called legacy.
Road construction. Honorable Fuad Atanda Lawal has heavily invested in road infrastructure in Ikoyi Balinde. Some of the projects include Femi Pedro Parkview Road, Passport Office Road, Council Secretariat Road, Ikoyi Club Road, and he's currently fixing Ija Dolphin Road that has been abandoned for over 15 years.
What we are doing is to give back to these communities so they can actually feel the impact of the government. And since it's the local government, we are so close to them, and this has made us do things freely amongst them. We go to Obalende community, Ikoyi community. We try to ask questions like, what are we doing? Are we doing it right? What are the things that you want to see? What kind of development do you want to see? Do you want us to do this? And we've been getting various feedbacks.
These infrastructural improvements have impacted over 3,000 homes within the community. Environment. Cleaner and safe environments have always been of great importance to this administration, and Honorable Fuad Atanda Lawal has always been an advocate of this.
You make yourself as an example, and they've seen that for the chairman to come and move refuse by himself, this shows that he's willing to work, he's ready to work with us. And I went to the communities, took the shovel, picked all of the bean bags, and we did that by ourselves. I said, this is not, because I'm the chairman means what? The chairman is just a title. I'm here to do the work, and we shouldn't forget that fact that the chairman is a normal human being like every other person.
He partnered with Cleaner Lagos Initiative to create awareness and also distributed free waste bags to the residents. Honorable Fuad built a new fire station and fully equipped it to combat fire outbreak response in the community. He also set up a neighborhood watch to beef up local security in the community. The neighborhood watch works hand in hand with the police to gather intelligence, share information, and fight crime in Ikoyi Balinde. In addition, he rebuilt the Ikoyi Balinde Central Mosque, a popular worship center for the Muslim faithful in the community. One cannot but also highlight Fuad's commitment to youth and women empowerment. He has created programs and initiatives to promote youth and women inclusiveness in business, politics, and governance. Through his empowerment programs, Fuad has organized trainings, workshops, and masterclasses to equip young people and women in the community. The initiative provided deep freezers, grinding machines, hair clippers, power generating sets to over 100 residents.
We're doing so much for the women as well, because we believe that if we empower the women, we're also empowering the family. And we're not stopping there. The next phase of our empowerment is to see how we can merge funds with the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. What they want to do is, if we have, for example, 5 million, they are ready to add. They are ready to merge what we have, like counterpart funding. So if we do 10 million, for example, they'll do 10 million. That's about 20 million. And with this, we've been able to do 20 million. And from 20 million naira, our people can now access these small loans that we paid back over time. We intend to tie these loans to a various BVN. They come with the guarantors, people that will stand in for them. People have said, are you sure we can get these funds back? What we're saying basically, for you to have access to these funds, you need to come with a guarantor. We get a guarantor's BVN, and that's where we take it up from there.
It is the duty of the government to cater for the old in the society. Fuad understands this, and he places a premium value on life, health, and welfare of the elderly in the local government. He has initiated a new program to provide funds, resources, access to primary health care, and welfare for the elderly in his constituency. We look forward to bigger accomplishments in the coming years.
It's great. We have been seeing something like this, but not as sweet as this. This is great.
This is our moment to create a sustainable future. So for every time I say anything, I say our moment, my people say our future. So because this is the only way we can make things happen. Thank you very much, and God bless you.